Hello everyone, my name is Johnquixote, and once again today we are going to be playing the Banner Saga, and as always, link down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Alright, so last time we left off, and that was a doozy that we left off on. A caravan came to pretty much save us. It turns out it was Hakan and Juno. So, everyone's all together now, yay! Hakan's caravan... So that's where we are now. We're back in the city. Bellower is still looming out in the distance. Probably going to choose to attack soon. Hakan's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of dredges as they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Bosgard. Ooh, plus... Woo! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! I think I was literally on my last day of supplies. Oh, honestly, I thought this game was going to be pulling something where basically no matter what you do, you're fucked. Like, at the end, it was going to... You were going to be screwed. You were going to be absolutely destroyed. Hakan joins you on the wall. Behind him, the Prince Ludin and his entourage are in tow. They're looking less than pleased to be here. I'm even glad to see you, Ludin, even though I don't really see you right now. I have one last trip to make. I need this one to come with me, she says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Evan. You must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city fall before I return. It takes everything within Evan's power to hold back, but he does. She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 days, maybe less, if you're quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Where or why? I mean, I trust her. I mean, I'm pretty sure she came back from the dead apparently twice, if not more times. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Not fair. Not far, says Juno. She pauses and something shifts in your vision. For a moment, I know it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head, and you've already been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away. But you're needed. You can't find the words to argue. So here we go. One more time. Everybody feeling fine. Here we go now. Here we go. You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind Juno. You're alone, aside from hundreds of dredge who are all facing toward an enormous stone ahead. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. What? What is going on? Okay, not feeling so fine anymore. Oh, crap, it's a stone singer. It's a stone singer. What the hell is going on? There's another stone singer. And they look like they're worshiping. Is this the god who created the dredge? We are at the Godstone of Stavis. You glance nervously around, but the dredge didn't seem to hear her. It's okay. You can speak. Softly. Is this where you're going to sacrifice me? Juno smiles. What could have come across as profoundly creepy looks sincere instead. No, the dredge cannot see us. Oh, thank God. To be more precise, they can see us. But I've convinced them to be unconcerned. I can understand your apprehension, though. Who are you? I wish we had time for a proper introduction. My name is Juno. I am on the Minder Council. You've met Evan, my apprentice. How are you doing these things? Controlling minds. I thought Minders built things and healed wounds. You are right. Minders do these things. Some of us still practice the teachings given to the Loom Mother First Creations. We are called Volga. I believe I am the only one who can influence another's mind. Then why not take control of Bellower? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them. Though even some Volga have trouble believing this. Taking control of Bellower It is the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. The truth is, we're rarely a match for the Sunderer anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also our weakness. The Valka pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sunder simply grow older and more powerful. Bellower is both immortal and beyond my influence. To a point. Then how do we stop them? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. What are we doing out here? Do you know of the god Stravs? Few know his stone exists even amongst those who have lived their whole lives in Bosgard. While Dingler deals in fortune, Stravs taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them it has consequence, two sides of the same stone. See the silver in the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of this silver. The god Stravs is wreathed by imagery of silver weapons. The myth says he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The Menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by Dredge? They seem to be drawn by the godstone. There are many things we don't know about Stravs. Maybe they see him as a patron, or it is an attraction they cannot explain. Does Stravs have something to do with the serpent in Ehrentoft? What was that thing? I cannot say. Can't? I have my suspicions, but until I've had time at the Minder libraries, it would be unwise to speculate. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feel. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. Ain't that the truth? Oh, why did you pick me? Why didn't you take Evan? Oh, why didn't you take Evan or Hakan? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Evan must keep Bosgard from falling while we are away. And if something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. Me, right? You're thinking I would come back alive, right? Or am I the decoy? I saw the thoughts of each person when I arrived at Bosgard. You were the only one I knew would return. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Elad no matter what. Let's get what we need and go. Indeed, you'll need to dislodge at least a fistful of metal. We will forge it into an arrow to slay Bellower. Wait, after everything you've told me, make a magic arrow to shoot Bellower? That's all it takes? Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Juno gets a faraway look in her eye. No, that is not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. The arrow will not kill Bellower, even were it to strike his heart. He has no physical weaknesses, but it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, I will help him to believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him of this with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead. That's the most insane. He really can't be killed? No. Someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he will be quite upset. First, we must make the arrow. Focus on the task at hand. She looks knowingly at the godstone, waiting for you to start climbing. Look, I am not certain how the Dredge will react when you do this. And behind us is a sudden drop. So be careful. Aya, chica, I don't want to do this anymore. Anymore. Can we just go back to playing fun games where nothing really matters except for possibly dying a million times? Oh, because this game actually feels like it has real consequences. Approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of silver vein. Even without looking out onto the dredge, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely, held back only by Juno's influence. Panic races through your blood. Try to quickly wrench out the nearest chunk, climb higher where it may be easier to remove, go back and tell Juno you can't do it. Okay, we're not going to quickly wrench it out because that's going to be no good. That's going to be no es bueno, and we're not going to tell Juno we can't do it. So climb higher, or it may be easier to move. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony mask of Dredge lined up before the godstone, like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. The Dredge do not react. Look for another piece. While you're here, you glance quickly around to see if there's any more low-hanging fruit. You're able to pry away another small piece of silver ore before your nerves give out. You nimbly descend to where Juno is waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back through the dredge, her heads turn in unison to follow. The dredge that lingers and the shaking in your hands does not subside for hours. Whew, I can imagine why. You approach the gates of Bosgard again, relieved that they're still standing. It looks like they took a beating while you were gone. Alette rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you've crept through the gates. Juno smiles in the reunion and tells you, take this time with your daughter. Find a smith who can fashion an arrow from that silver. I have other things to which I must attend, but meet me on the walls when you're done. Okay, yeah, we don't have to worry about market. We don't have to worry. Unless we can afford some of this nice shit. Nah. Let's just go to the crafters. It takes a while, but you finally find someone willing to craft an arrow for you. He eyes you suspiciously when you show him the silver, but shakes his head and gets started. Alette watches, the smith's fire reflecting in her distant stare. I talked with Evan a long time while you were gone. He told me a lot about Juno. Is she really as powerful as he said? It certainly seems that way. That might be the most luck we've had so far. Dad, I think I know what's going to happen now. An arrow? She's going to make you shoot Bellower, isn't she? I don't know for sure. Come on, who else is going to do it? Ivor? Alette, I know where this is going. You're afraid of me dying. This isn't like before. We can't run this time. That's not what I... Let me do it. That is not an option. What do you do when Bellower comes straight for the person holding the only thing that can destroy him? Let me speak. Everything's changed. Saga feels so long ago. I'm not asking because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Let me do it because you know I'm a better shot. I have a better chance of puncturing his armor. We only have one shot. I'm not a child anymore. I'm not just some girl. I'm your daughter. I can do this. For once, let me decide what happens to me. I know you can do it. Take the arrow. She smiles and takes your hand in hers. We'll survive this. I know we will. You sit by her side silently until the smith finishes his work. Fuck, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Alright, let's go talk to Juno. There he is. Juno is in the middle of an animated debate as you approach, the arrow in your hand. There is little time left. Bellower knows we're here. Whether he's waiting for more of his forces to arrive or simply wants to starve us out first, I cannot tell. But he will not expect a direct attack. Is this a joke? How are we going to do that? I will take a handful of warriors to face him. I can keep a small group hidden from sight. The rest of you will lead the charge from here. With luck, Bellower will send his armies away from himself to meet you. Oh, what about the ravens? They may protest. They will not. I arranged a task for them. Even if you make it to Bellower, what chance is there of defeating him? We saw what happened to Irontoft. That thing can't be killed. Juno shows them the arrow you have forged from the Godstone silver. This will make him bleed like the rest of us. Once he is pierced, he will be vulnerable. She looks you in the eyes. We only have one. Do not miss. And bring only those absolutely needed. It will take all my concentration to keep the other Dredge from swallowing us up. I cannot join in battle. And if we kill Bellower, then what? The Dredge will be wandering will just wander away. That's my belief, yes. I can't say for certain. This is a doomed plan. Help us hold out here until the ships are finished. And then what? Bellower will hound our every step, all the way to Aberrain, where I am certain more sunder await. Now is the time to speak to loved ones, in the memory of any god that pleases you. Rest. In the morning we slay asunder. She seems awfully certain about this. I hope she is. Is there any way to actually rest? Oh, heroes. I don't see any way to actually rest. Oh, everyone's healed up. Nice. Perfect. Oh, and we can actually Okay. Okay, no. Okay. All right. So, this is where we're going to leave it right here for today. We're going to continue this tomorrow. I have a feeling I think we are getting close to the end here. I don't know how close, but I believe we are getting towards the end. So we might finish it up next time. I don't know. So yeah. So by the time we start next time, I'm going to go ahead and have everyone set up the way I want them. I'm going to have everyone leveled the way I want them to be leveled. Yeah. So yeah. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think of Juno's plan. Do you think we're going to succeed, or do you think we're going to die a miserable death at the hands of the Bellower? We'll find out. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Daily uploads, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every day. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!